Less than a week since Easter, and Christianity is coming under fire, this time at the campus of George Washington University, where the school is holding a seminar bashing Christianity for giving American Christians what it views as an unfair privilege. Warren Blumenfeld is an adjunct professor at University of Massachusetts at Amherst, whose research topics include religion, gender, and LGBT issues. He joins me now. Okay, so Professor, you say there's Christian privilege here. There's not Christian privilege in the Middle East, is there?
We're talking about the United States right now, but there is Christian privilege around the world in many ways. But I'd like to correct you. It's not bashing Christianity. It's raising issues of the ways in which Christians automatically have this unearned privilege just by being Christian in a United States
and what would
context,
that privilege be?
In a Western. There's a lot of ways that privilege manifests itself. In the 1840s, a theorist went around the United States, and he wrote this great book called Democracy in America, Alexis de Tocqueville. And he discovered that there was this paradox in some ways, that the United States positioned itself around the world as this country which promoted itself as religious pluralism. But he found that the Christian churches had so much power that in many ways it could be considered to be the first example, the first institution of politics, because it had so much power, so much weight on politics in the United States.
Well, I don't think anymore that the Christian church has that type of power. I mean, it's a pretty religiously pluralistic nation, and
that's one of the myths that we were.
You can't even have the Ten Commandments at the courthouse, or if you're a Christian and you want to say Merry Christmas in public school, they yell at you. You can't have a Christmas tree. They call it a holiday tree. Is that privilege?
We're talking about religious pluralism. The school year is founded on the Christian calendar. If I want to take a day off to go to, do you even know what the holiest day on the Jewish calendar is?
No, tell me.
And that's a form of Christian privilege. You don't have to know other religions of when our holidays are. It's Yom Kippur, which is the Day of Atonement. And it usually comes...
So I have the privilege of not knowing what your most devout holiday is? That's a privilege to not know something?
Yeah.
I would think that would be the opposite. I feel bad that I don't know. I mean, listen, there's not a lot of Jewish Americans in the country compared to Christian Americans. I don't know the most devout Muslim holiday either.
Of course, and again, minoritized people have to know of the holidays of Christians for our own survival, because it's just so promoted.
Well, let's solve this then, because I don't want Christian privilege. I just want to be open, and I want to know everything about every other person, and I don't want to feel privileged. What can I do as a Christian to make myself less privileged?
I'm not asking you to make yourself less privileged. I'm asking you to share your privilege. Like, as a white man, I don't want to lose my white privilege. I don't want to walk into a store and be tailed, racially profiled. I'm not saying I want to lose that, but I'm working as a white person so that I share my privilege, so that nobody is racially profiled in this country.
I don't know how to share privilege. What do you just toss it out like that? Privilege here, privilege there. Listen, I'm going to have you back on. We're going to talk about how I'm going to share privilege. Professor, thank you.